Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I'm announcing the picks for Chloe's Crime Scene Corner for February, March and April. Before I get started, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys who have made it here to day 31 of Clodmas. I have posted a video every single day this month as a take on the traditional Vlogmas, and I've had so much fun doing it. I won't lie, it's been very stressful. It's been a little bit demotivating at times, and I probably won't do it again next year, but all of you guys who've been watching and commenting have really been putting a massive smile on my face, and I appreciate you so much. So thank you for that. And yeah, you will never fully understand how much I've appreciated you. But today we're setting up something ready for next year. So we'll go straight from the beginning. I run a book club called Chloe's Crime Scene Corner, where we read dark fiction and true crime non-fiction. Basically anything from a creepy thriller to a full comprehensive breakdown of a serial killer's crimes. We've now been running the book club for over a year, way over a year actually, and I'm excited to bring you the picks for February, March and April of 2023. If you are watching this on the day it goes live, there is still plenty of time to join in with January's read, which is What Lies Between Us by John Mars. We have not yet started reading this and won't do for a little while until about the middle of the month, so please do get in touch if you'd like to take part and join the Discord. So how we run this is we have a Discord channel, and I keep saying we, it is me, but you guys are the we. There is a Discord channel where we have daily chatting sections for the parts of the book, and that is where we discuss what we think. So if you'd like to be added to the Discord, then please do drop me a message on social media. If you do that, I can send you the link. I'm not posting it on YouTube because that is when you get the bots and whatever, so we're not doing that, but if you can drop me a message then that would be amazing. So in February we are dipping back into our true crime. I believe this is 100% non-fiction, but I am happy to stand corrected and I'm very excited to read it finally. It is The Untold Lives of the Women Killed by Jack the Ripper by Hallie Rubenhold. I am so excited to read this. I've been putting it off for the longest time. I did a project on Jack the Ripper in like year 8 and I haven't really thought too much about him since then, I won't lie. So reading this whole book about the actual women he killed, I'm sure is going to be absolutely amazing. I know a lot of people have loved this book and they say it's quite an easily digestible non-fiction, because I know that that's been our issue with some past buddy reads, is that some of the non-fiction is just really dense and hard to get through. So I've heard that this is much more easy and much more like understandable. So on the back it says Polly, Anne, Elizabeth, Catherine and Mary Jane are famous for the same thing, though they never met. They came from Fleet Street, Knightsbridge, Wolverhampton, Sweden and Wales. They wrote ballads, ran coffee houses, lived on country estates. They breathed ink dust from printing presses and escaped people traffickers. What they had in common was the year of their murders, 1888. Their murderer was never identified, but the name created for him by the press has become more famous than any of these women. In this devastating narrative of 5 lives, historian Hallie Rubenhold finally gives these women back their stories, and I just absolutely love that idea. So we will be hosting a read-along for this book running from the 20th to the 26th of February if you'd like to join us in that. Next up in March, we're going back into fiction, so we're going to read The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. I've had this on my TBR for a while and the cover always creeps me out. It's just a deer, but it really creeps me out every time I see it, and I don't actually understand what this book is about, so I'm excited to go in not knowing too much. Paul Tremblay has called it a masterpiece apparently, so we will see. It says 10 years ago, Ricky, Gabe, Lewis and Cassidy shot some elk. It happens every year, it's been happening forever, it's the way it's always been, but this time it's different. Now, a decade later, these men are being stalked themselves, hunted, bound to their heritage, bound by society, and trapped in the endless expanses of the landscape. These men and their children must face the ferocious spirit that is coming for them, one at a time. The Only Good Indians charts nature's revenge on a lost generation that maybe never had a chance. Cleaved to their heritage, these parents, husbands, sons and Indians, these men must fight their demons on the fringes of a society that has no place for them. It sounds deep, scary, not really sure. So I'm excited for you guys to read it with me and have some support in this. But we are hosting the read along for this one from the 20th to the 26th of March. And finally, a book I've been putting off for a very clear reason. It's very obvious when you look at it for the longest time, but I want to read it, I need to read it, and my favourite podcast hosts always talk about this book and the contents of it. I know it's on SCRIBD, or at least it was last time I checked, which, quick plug for me, if you don't have SCRIBD and you would like to, click my link down in the description and you will get 30 days free, 60 days free. I believe it's 60. You'll get some time free down in the description. And I get a little time free too, which is always great. But the book we're going to be reading is Mindhunter by John Douglas and Mark Olshaker. It's inside the FBI Elite Special Crime Unit. It's dense, but it is now a series on Netflix, so I'm thinking we host a watch along after we've read it. That could be a really good plan. It says, what makes a serial killer? John Douglas has looked evil in the eye and made a vocation of understanding it. In Mindhunter, the FBI special agent, who was the inspiration for Jack Crawford's character in Silence of the Lambs, and who lent the filmmakers his experience, I love Silence of the Lambs, explains how he invented and established the practice of criminal profiling. He also discusses individual case histories, including those of Jeffrey Dahmer, Charles Manson, Ted Bundy, and the Atlanta child murders. With the fierce, page-turning power of a best-selling novel, yet terrifyingly true, Mindhunter is a true crime classic. And as Chloe's Crime Scene Corner, not having read the true crime classic that is Mindhunter, we need to fix this in 2023. So we're reading this in April, and the read-along is running from the 17th to the 24th, so just 8 days long. And yes, I'm very excited to finally get to this one. So there we have it. Those are the picks for Chloe's Crime Scene Corner for the next 3 months. Please do let me know down in the comments whether you are going to be joining in with any of these, whether any of them are more appealing to you, less appealing to you. Give me all of your thoughts, please. And then I can use that to shape further months. So for now, that's all I have time for. Again, thank you so much for supporting me through 31 days of Clodmas, and I will see you back on normal scheduling of videos. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Bye.